Hey guys, Sak Passe.
Oh, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Cindy.
And I'm Eddie.
And this is our first video of the new year, so happy new year to everybody,
New Year, guys.
Just so you guys know, we make lifestyle and lifestyle and fashion related videos.
Yeah.
And yeah, in today's video we wanted to talk about things we learned in 2021 and things that we're leaving.
Yeah, so we have a list of 5 things that we said we were gonna, not only that we learned last year, but that we wanted to take into this year. And then 5 things that we said we really wanted to leave in 2021 and just let it stay there. So without further ado, we want to start with our list and kind of talk about it a little bit. But before we do that, please like this video, subscribe, leave comments so that we're able to kind of engage with you guys. I know it's like we're so excited for the content that we have coming this year, the things that we're planning on doing. So please stay tuned with us, join the family.
Oh, also don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and
Yes.
TikTok. I will link either everything down below or try to put it, our little thing on the screen, and you guys can just check it out, Alright, so Daddy, go ahead.
Without further ado, the first thing that we said we learned from 2021 we want to take with us this year is taking our time and cherishing moments. I think that's really big for us. Did you want to start with explaining that a little bit?
I think throughout this season of even 2019 and 2020, 2019, 2020, and 2021, the years kind of meshed together, and it seemed like people were just staying home and we weren't really we personally felt like we weren't cherishing the time that we had together and just making the most of the moments that we had. And I think this year, going into 2022, we really want to cherish those moments by even taking photos each day and actually printing out those photos. Because, your photos can be on the cloud or digitally, electronically, wherever. But there's something about having that tangible photo that you can carry with you throughout generations. It's just special to us, because once if you die and your phone is locked, no one has access to those photos.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and I want to just add to that and saying, we really saw the importance of cherishing those moments because they go by really fast. And with everything going on in the climate that we're in, with people just kind of, passing away, and with Omicron, coronavirus, people are leaving, and, we want to be able to give people their flowers while they're here. Be able to cherish those moments and make them worthwhile, right? And stand in the present. So that's one thing that we really did learn and we wanted to take with us.
Also, I feel because we're pregnant, I feel we should just document this time. This is our last year last year, and half of this year, but last year just being us two without having a third person. So we're really just documenting this whole journey that we've been on, and it's been exciting.
And making those memories for the little one too, to go back and look at, I think would be pretty cool. The second one we have is the benefits of resiliency. So I can start off with this one. Just being resilient throughout this year, has been a lot that happened, not just around the world, but even personally for us. Obstacles that we had to kind of get through, whether that was financially, whether it was emotionally, whether it was just kind of feeling secure and safe in where we were. We built a lot of resiliency over that year of just continuing to not only we don't really rely on ourselves as much, but really relying on God and our faith to help us get through those moments in our community as well. So we really learned the benefits of being resilient. I think one of those benefits is really is patience. And also really having some type of, grit, right? Mustering up some type of, getting past those obstacles and still having the same attitude and motivation to get to the results that we want to get to.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's basically it. So, you want to add anything to that?
I think you said it all, so
okay.
I'm good.
All right, number 3, it's okay to have doubts and questions, I think is what we really learned. You want to speak to that?
Sure. I think when it comes to us personally, I feel throughout this whole journey, of trying to do YouTube, social media, our career paths in general. We've just had a lot of doubt in like which direction we should be going in, or like should we continue like content creation, should we just stick with the 9-to-5, etc. But you know, throughout this journey we felt like, you know, having doubt, not being unsure of what the future holds is okay, and I feel like that's part of the journey and the joy and that the excitement and knowing like, oh, you know, my life could change in 6 months. Like, you just never know where your life is going to take you, and just because you have a little bit of doubt or fear in that, you know, that shouldn't like push you away from not doing what you have the desire to do and staying safe or comfortable in that kind of box that you're already in.
Yeah, and just to add to that those doubts that we have kind of leads us again to having faith in God.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to really have doubts, and I don't think that doubts automatically cancel out like your faith, because we're all human,
right? And
we all have those times where we think like, man, maybe this won't work, but in those times we really did rely a lot on our faith in the Lord and helping us get through those moments.
I feel like we prayed a lot this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cried a lot, probably.
Yeah, together.
Tears. It's been 1 year. So it's been, I mean, when we look back on it, you know, I feel like we have, like, really came through a lot.
We have.
Cheers to 2022.
Cheers to 2022. The fourth one we have is instant gratification is the enemy of lasting contentment. So something that we really learned, and that maybe even like in previous years as well, is like we do live in a world that is just everything is instant.
Right.
Everything needs to come now. And that kind of messed with our contentment, you know, of being content with where we are and where God has us. And what we really learned and want to bring to this year is really prioritizing that contentment, right? Knowing that things do take time, and good things take time. And when we are trying to build something that is going to be lasting, that's not going to be instant. So we come to that realization that like, we're going to take our time and do things that we need to do in order for us to feel comfortable and have some type of structure that's lasting and that will go beyond just like an instant, right? Like, and that does take a lot of patience and time to allow those things to grow.
Yeah. And to add to that, I really have nothing. I feel like, I mean, we kind of talk about it in general, like instant gratification and not trying to, you know, there are some people who, when it comes to social media, like they blow up the next day.
Yeah, really.
And that is like great for them. We kind of, and at one point we did desire that, like, oh, you know, I feel like if I'm not seeing these numbers, I'm not seeing these subscribers, followers, or whatever the case may be, then what am I doing?
Right.
But, you know, in any type of brand or any type of anything, you need to build that foundation. Right. And in order to have that, it takes time, patience, and just to keep going.
Yeah. And then the last thing we have is self-care can help sustain.
Yeah, I'm big on that.
Yeah, we've really been pushing that, whether it's just like facials every night, just doing like random spa days for each other, or just going to like our favorite spot to eat. Like anything that we kind of enjoy, we've really been allowing ourselves to have time to do that, because that helps like really relax us, and not like try to get too overwhelmed with things that are happening outside of our home.
Yeah, I think it's really important for everyone to take self-care or just learn how to just relax. And this day that we live in, it's like everything's so fast-paced. Gotta go to work, gotta go to school, gotta just boom, 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 and you don't really get to take time to just relax or take care of you, because I feel like if you're not taking care of yourself, then how are you able to do other things? And I feel like it's been beneficial for us. Like before this new year really started, we took the week and we were just like laying in bed, relaxing, doing what we wanted to do, just to get our head into the right mind space to start the new year and things that we want to continue. I know me personally, I love relaxing, I love self-care, and it's been a journey trying to get him to like, you know, just because you're not doing anything doesn't mean you're not productive, but in a sense you are being even more productive by getting your body and your mind right. And I feel like, you know, just taking those moments, you need them.
Absolutely. All right, so that's our things that we learned in 2021 that we want to take to 2022. Now we have things that we want to leave in 2021. So the first thing we have is comparison. That's just self-explanatory.
Comparison is a thief of joy. It's a thief of, your peace. It's just the thief of everything, and we just didn't want to go into the new year just trying to compare ourselves to other people with where they are in life, because where God has placed us, our journey is not the same as everybody else's, and you can't really compare everyone else's to yours, or try to get to someone else's journey, because that path may not be for you and your path may look completely different, and just being okay with that.
Just to add to that, like, I think for me, comparison personally has been something that I've struggled with for a while, and just learning to leave it where it is, and understand that, like, comparison doesn't really add anything to your life besides worry and stress, and it just doesn't allow you to be who you are, who God created you to be. So you have your own lane, you are your own person. So just kind of reiterating that to ourselves this year, and leaving that temptation to compare in last year. Second thing we have on the list is being too critical. That's big for both of us. We're both, we would say, we're our biggest critics, and I think what we want to leave is like not giving ourselves grace. Expecting so much from ourselves, and being very like critical of everything that we do. I don't think that's healthy. I don't think that's a good mindset for being productive, honestly.
I think to add to that, what was I gonna say, is just to count, I don't want to say like count our blessings, or to count, like sometimes when small wins, that's what I was trying to say. Sometimes when you're comparing yourself, or what was the word? Being too critical, you can forget about like the small wins that you had, or where you've come from. And I think that's important, because if you look back to where you come from, or that whole journey, you'll be really surprised at just your growth and the opportunities that you've gotten, even though it may not be like where you had intended you should be.
The deception of popularity and what that means for worth. Now I know that's pretty long, but kind of what we were going for is like, especially us being in content creation and going towards that type of field, there can be a sense in which your likes really can define your worth in a sense, or your impact. And we wanted to rid of that notion for this year and leave that in 2021, because the things that we're putting out and the quality that we want to get from it, it doesn't always get pictured on likes. Right? Like, we have a bigger impact at hand that we're thinking about, and popularity doesn't always capture that impact.
And it may take time for us to even get to that level, Like about YouTube is that, we may not, like, this video may not be the best viewed videos, or may not get the best likes, or whatever the case may be, but because, like, the way YouTube works, like, if we were to get our community and find our audience later on, this video may be relevant to somebody else, and, they'll be able to watch this in like years to come. That's what we're about.
So number 4 we have on our list is adulting. I know that's it's for the birds, man, for real. But the reason why we put that is because we had a conversation with a friend of ours, and we were speaking about like how children always seem to hold on to their dreams despite what's going on around them, and that's some type of quality that we want to bring into this year. Is like, with all the things that adulting comes with, the responsibilities, the bills, all these things, we don't want to lose sight of the dreams and the goals that we have and that we set for ourselves. And we want to create that space to be able to dream and to get lost in those dreams, right? Like kids often do, like a childlike faith. Like, they believe that they will get to their dreams, and we want to have the same type of mentality.
The last one,
overworking, is the last one,
and that one is for the birds too. Like, for me, I feel like I never understood overworking, and I feel like both of our parents, their generation, they stuck with their job and they worked, in that same position or that same company, whatever, long term. And sometimes I feel like, I know, like, for my father, and I feel like both of our fathers, I don't know if it's like a male thing, but they don't ever want to take vacations. And I feel like, we're just here in this moment, and I feel like the life that you have, you should be living it, and that comes with taking vacation times, taking that PTO, prepare the others because you're not coming.
Right.
Just enjoying the season of your life, spending time with your family, just making those lasting impressions and making those memories last with your loved ones, because those are all that you have. These jobs, these people don't care about you. They don't. And it's better for you to just spend that time with your family, take that time off, relax, rejuvenate, and don't overwork yourself, because they'll work until you die, and ain't nobody got time for that.
We really want to prioritize rest, and like you said, I think even with our generation, like the past generations, it was just work. And I think we're really taking the time to have that balance, like wanting to be with our families, wanting to enjoy ourselves, and not have to work all the time.
Enjoy this life that God has
enjoy
gifted
the
us
life,
with.
and that life just doesn't comprise of work. That's not our full identity, right? Like, we get a chance to explore and enjoy this life that God has given us, and that's more than work. So,
Well, that is the end of our video. If you guys made it this far, thank you guys for watching.
We hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more.
Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, which is a and
subscribe,
comment, subscribe, and check us out on social media. That's where you'll find more of our day-to-day stuff, and you'll be like, if you're interested in finding out more about our lifestyle, this baby journey, you'll see pictures and stuff like that that we make. So check it out, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right.
Peace.